But you're saying, right, good players and good GM. Well, fair enough. If that standard is understood, more people in the hobby, even the new people coming in, get to have that experience, right? But if there is no standard in the hobby, and nobody gives a shit about what you just said, just say we're at a time when that what you just said doesn't matter anymore. So I push back against the people that say that push ideas that lead to dropping standards. And there's nothing wrong with that. See, it's like we're in a hobby. People say they'll want to come up with ways like, as long as there's a game for you, the way they'll talk is very dismissive. But what they don't understand is I'm like, well, there's a lot of people in the hobby pushing agendas and all that, and you're not pushing back against them. Like, I'll notice this, I'll come in as a raindrop. There'll be an ocean of people pushing agendas. The guy who's being dismissive, what he doesn't understand is he's not dismissing them. He'll look at the raindrop and try to dismiss the raindrop. I'm like, dude, why don't you just turn around and aim some of your critique at the ocean? Like, I'm just a raindrop on the other side. You don't need to join the ocean and dismiss me. It should be okay that someone like me comes along. But a lot of guys in this hobby will turn around and say, oh, what the raindrop says doesn't matter. I'm like, yeah, but the ocean behind you has created an environment and even a way of playing the game and everything that you actually don't agree with. And what you don't some people don't realize, I'm like, I'll tell them, you are on the side of the ocean that you don't even agree with. They're actually using you, and in a weird way, you're actually joining them. And I know that's not people's intention in many cases. It's like, I know it's not your intention to join them, but your actions are joining them. Like, sometimes intention matters. Sometimes the actions only matter. Like, it's like, dude, are you defending a group of people that are doing things that contradict what you want? Not you. I'm just saying, a lot of people do this. They don't realize it. I'm like, you'll talk as if you're opposed to what they think. But many of your actions will end up defending them. You won't even oppose them. But the guy who comes along pushing the thing that supports what you agree with, you'll be dismissing him. You won't even realize you're fighting against the thing that you support. It's like you support what I'm pushing for, right? Yeah. Well, I got to be able to push for it too. So if you keep dismissing me, I can't even push for what you like. You have stripped away, like, if you're successful, you have pushed back on me, the guy pushing what you like, what I like. That vanishes from the hobby if nobody speaks up. So if you keep telling me to shut up and you keep saying, oh man, I wish things were better. I'm like, dude, sorry, wishing doesn't work. Right? The reason why the hobby has changed is because these people have spoken up and you haven't dismissed them. The only way we can get back to where you think it's good is if somebody speaks in an alternative way to that. And what they don't even realize is what they're dismissing is wrong. It's wrong to dismiss it because, say, my position as the raindrop has this right to be part of the conversation as the oceans. So when you make the effort to dismiss it by saying, yeah, but it only matters if we have fun. Well, that's dismissive. That's kicking me out of the conversation when I have the right, and my opinions have the right to be part of the dialogue here. So it's like a lot of people don't pay attention to what they're publicly doing. Like, if they realized what they were doing, they'd stop. I'm like, dude, I have the right to speak here too. Stop trying to dismiss what I'm saying. And my right to speak, and what I have to say is as credible as everyone else's. And sorry, even if you say it's, oh, everybody just have fun. No, that doesn't work. My stuff is still valid to say out loud. Still has credibility, still has a good reason to exist in the conversation. Stop saying everybody has fun as a way to dismiss credible, valid stuff that belongs in the dialogue. And that, ironically, the thing I'm pushing that will get dismissed will be being dismissed by someone who agrees with my position, and the only way to get what they want is if they let me speak up and stop trying to dismiss me. But people just don't understand public dialogue that well. It's not like you can control a narrative like just individually all at once. Everything takes time. I can't say something that changes everybody's mind right away, but I can start what you call the ball rolling, where I say it and I get past the dismissing stuff and I push the conversation forward. Other people will pick that up. But if I don't start it, it never starts. Like you always need someone to start at one point. It's like, okay, it'd probably take 20 years before we see any valid change, but it has to start at year one. So if you destroy me out of the conversation, well, guess what? 10 years later, we're still at year one. So anytime that I'm finally able to speak, it takes the ball rolling to 20 years. But it's like, how long before I get to actually speak properly? Does it take 20 years, 30 years? And when I start, the change can happen over a period of time, like a chain effect. But people, it's like the debate thing I said earlier, Bill. If you let the debate start, you go through the messy process, clean up to the point it becomes positive, entertaining, and fun, and a healthy part of the hobby that people enjoy, actually, that we have credible debates. But if you only start in the messy realm and never let that advance, well, okay, all right, it's been, 50 years? Well, it's going to probably take 20 years to advance it, 15 to 20 years to advance it to a place where it's good. Now, sadly, we haven't started that start for 50 years. And it would have been nice, say, back in the year 2000 if we started then, because then even before now, the debates and the dialogue would be fun, entertaining, healthy. Credible people would step up to the debates. You'd be able to take it in without, and you would no longer paint the debates as bad. You wouldn't paint these people as just being assholes. You would actually understand the standard of people has risen up. The people that can handle debates would be the ones taking over the debates, and the people that were jackasses would have already been pushed out of the dialogue. They would disqualify themselves through the process of cleaning things up. And you'd be happy with the people in the debates. They'd be the right people. They wouldn't be people you want to dismiss. But you got to go through the messy to get to there. It's like, okay, it's too bad we didn't start in 2000, because then it'd be a really good thing for the hobby and for us, and we'd enjoy it. It'd be a positive thing, and you wouldn't paint it as bad. And you'd have a different experience with the debate, so you wouldn't even see them as bad anymore. But it's like we're not going to stay in the dirty room, so don't worry. But it has to go through that process. And we should have started in 2000, but here we are in 2026. But at one point, if we ever want to improve, it has to start. And we have to let it evolve. And we can't dismiss the debates. And we got to let it go through the messy. And some of us in this fucking hobby need to shut our fucking mouths and let the debate happen and stop telling other people, well, just don't pay attention. No, don't fuck off with that. Keep your opinion to yourself and let the argument happen. Well, ignore it. No. Ignore the guy saying ignore it. That's what I would start telling people. The guy who says ignore it, tell him to shut the fuck up. Ignore him. Because he's been winning for 50 years. And that's the problem in the old school. Guys who have said ignore it have won that for 50 years. So it's like, no, today, the guy who says ignore it, put him in the fucking corner. Right? Because he's won for 50 years. No, we're in a fucking mess because of people like that. Get in the fucking corner. Let the debate happen. I'd rather let debates happen than people just hate each other. See, when I say I ignore certain things, I ignore people hating each other. But we're in that state because we haven't went through things. And we got to make sure we know what is bad and what's good. A lot of people will say, this hate over here is drama. But then they'll say a disagreement's drama. Bill, I spent years in this hobby where I'll hear two people disagreeing with each other. Oh, they're attacking each other. No, they're not. They're disagreeing. That's not attacking. That's a disagreement. Oh, there's drama. No, it's not. That's not drama. They're just stop falsely painting something for something it's not. Disagreements are fine. It's not drama. It's not attacking each other. Let that happen. It might sound messy, but it's not what you say it is. Now, when people really do attack each other through just only insults, then it's attacking. But you got to be able to know the difference. But the way people control the dialogue in this hobby, one of the famous ways is by painting something like a disagreement as drama. No, it's not. Painting something like disagreement as attacks. No, it's not. Do you know how many times public YouTubers in the old school have put out a thing, and I'll put out a video, and in the video it's a very plain Jane. I simply disagree with the idea he put out there, which I'm actually hoping it's going to start a back and forth, but in a good way. Want to know what I get told? There's no back and forth. I'll be told the guy ignored the video because he paints it as me attacking him. What the fuck? Dude, I'm not attacked. But the people that paint that as an attack have won that argument for fucking decades in this hobby. So they can take a simple disagreement that should be healthy and tell me I'm attacking that YouTuber. I'm like, dude, it's healthy to have the disagreement. I'm disagreeing with his idea. In the video, I don't even insult the guy. I simply am disagreeing with the idea. I'm told, not by just some, but by everybody reacting to it, I'm attacking him. I'm like, there's actually no real attack in there. I'm disagreeing with the idea. But they've gotten away and being successful with calling disagreement attacking. Or guys will act like I just ignore people that are doing drama. I'm like, okay, real drama, fair enough. But the disagreement over here, well, you don't have to pay attention to it, but you're not painting that as the drama you're ignoring, right? Yeah, that's the drama. That's not drama, dude. That's disagreement. That's okay. Like, just stop that game. That's manipulation. That's pure fucking control of our dialogue and manipulation. And we all got to start seeing things for what they really fucking are. Because the people that have been manipulating and controlling things in this hobby, in this part of the hobby, have gotten away with that bullshit for years. Right? Especially the older guys. Like, you ever hear, Bill? And I'm an older guy now too, but you ever hear, like, old boomers fuck everything up? Well, there's some real truth to that criticism. That there's a lot of old people out here that get set in their ways, and they do fuck things up in a way that makes it that we can't improve, that it stands still and it's not better. Like, look at the OSR. Huge opportunity. Old boomers in our hobby have fucked it. Have fucked it in a way that it should have never been fucked. But it's fucked because of this type of manipulation. So I just, like, I know how to separate things and see things for what they are. I'm an intelligent guy. I'm not stupid. I can see things for what they are. And I'm not saying, man, it's fun to hear all the messiest debates that go on. But I do know the difference between a disagreement and somebody attacking somebody. Right? And it's just, I spent years trying to have healthy dialogue with people. Healthy disagreements. And then have people reacting like the disagreement over an idea is an attack. I'm like, no, you need to shut the fuck up, because people, not you specifically, but I'm just saying guys who have been able to paint disagreements up as attacks or drama, they have been winning that argument for 50 years in the old school. And they need to shut the fuck up. They just need to go in your fucking corner and keep your fucking opinion to yourself. And you stay in the fucking corner so the debate can happen over here. Because it happens everywhere else. The reason we're so fucking backwards and antisocial in the old school, unlike any other part of the tabletop role-playing game hobby, is exactly because of the guys who come out and paint things falsely, winning. They've been winning. They don't get it. They complain like they're losing. Like, they'll be like, every year, a certain debate will come up, like a certain topic. They'll be like, oh, it's again this year. Oh, fuck, we got to hear this again. I'm like, yeah, but the way you're complaining right now, they'll be like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, that will shut down the dialogue. That will shut down the disagreements. That will shut down the debate. You'll win. You'll complain like this, like you did for 50 years. Every year. And the reason it's coming up is because the issue hasn't went away. That's why the debate keeps coming up, because the issue hasn't gone away. We haven't had it out. We haven't had a fair argument about it. So it keeps coming up. But guess what? Your complaining will actually win. What you don't realize is you win. The guy who's saying, oh, we got to hear it again this year. Dude, you talk as if you've been losing something. Your complaining will win again. Your complaining will, and many will follow you, and they'll shut down the dialogue. So, but the issue doesn't go away. But it'll be shut down this year, comes up next year again. Why does it come up next year? Because the issue's still there. That's why. It hasn't went away. But you'll complain again, we'll shut it down again. Next year comes up again. You complain, and you keep winning. That's what you don't get. You keep winning. So maybe one of these years, you could just shut the fuck up and let people have the disagreement so they can sort out their fucking issues. Just maybe one time. Just one time. 50 fucking years of it. Could you shut up this year and let them have the debate? Just one time. Right, stop complaining. Stop being... The old school is a hobby of Karens. It's like, just let them fucking debate you. They're not attacking each other, they're debating. That's okay. It's okay to tell people to calm down, too. That's another thing. It's like a disagreement. Some people will get a little active. When people will use that, like say there are two people disagreeing, somebody insults the other person. They'll say, oh, there it is. Shut down the debate. Like, no, dude, the debate's fine. You get mad and set a higher standard. But you got to make sure you're communicating that. You got to say, dude, look, you guys can argue, stop with the insults. That's the way you should be approaching that. Not that, but what do guys do every year, Bill? Somebody will cross the line because it's messy. Remember what I told you? These are messy. We haven't started. We haven't cleaned this up. So it's 50 years of shutting these down. They're going to be messy. People are going to get emotional. People are going to say shit. Instead of setting a higher standard, what do guys do in this hobby? Oh, there's our justification for calling it an attack and shutting it all down. Dude, just shut the fuck up. Like, if you got to let the attack happen to have the debate because you just cannot separate the two, go back to your corner again, please. Like, fair enough. I agree. The insult shouldn't happen. But that means we all should speak up and just say, stop with the insults, but, like, keep the argument up, but just stop with the fucking insults. They shouldn't be insult. Oh, that's an attack. Now we can shut down the entire debate. Because that's what happens, Bill. Insult comes. Now the debate is cut off. There we go again. Right? But even the debate, what's the debate? Both bring it up again. The debate is progressing. There's so much more nuance, Bill, than just having some basic debate. We got to stop being simple about this shit too. These are big issues, and there's a lot more to them than simple. We've been 50 years of shutting it down and not thinking about it, and we haven't let intelligent people step up, see the nuance and complexity in everything we're talking about. It gets ignored. So you can't just say have the debate for a day and then shut the fuck up. The debate has to go on for 15 to 20 years. What the fuck? Anybody who says, let them have the debate now, but then just shut up tomorrow. It shouldn't come. No. It doesn't need to come up for moral, ethical reasons. Just let fucking people debate. Let it happen. That's called the open square of ideas. Right? But and the old school, it's shut down, censor people, shut down, censor people. It's like, no. Yes, higher standard, I agree. Insults and lies, that's what you get after people for. But the debate, we need to be able to separate, and we need to be okay with that continuing. Like, that has to be okay. And I say this to people, if you don't want to hear it, how about this? How about you shut the fuck up and don't pay attention to it? I used to watch stuff on TV. If I don't like something, what do? Scream to the clouds to censor people and shut people up? No. I turn the channel. You know what people do to me when they hear me on YouTube talking, Bill? A lot of people. It's not good enough to not watch my content. They have to try to shut me down. Like, they can't just turn the channel. Like, to me, the second you want to shut me down, it means you want to control. That's a step beyond ignoring. You want to control, not ignore. Control. I say I don't want to control anything. Of course, I'm with anyone. If I pay attention to it, of course, I'm going to be against the insults and deceit. But I have no issue at all with the debate happening today, tomorrow, for 15 to 20 years. Forever. To get into the nuance, get into the complexity, take years, find the right people, set a higher standard. For the people that can't meet a higher standard, of course, they're going to be ignored appropriately. And with and being ignored, they'll walk away. You won't have to kick them out or anything. If they're ignored, they'll just go. It's like I used to tell people, we don't got to make games with rules to control the DM. I'd say to the players, want to know the easiest way to get rid of bad game masters? They'd be like, what? Stop playing their game. But what if we put a rule in like a WotC D&D game that controls them? Don't need that. I'm like, it's more effective to just not play their game. Like, you don't need any rules. You don't got to change anything. You don't need to control a DM through a rule. Bad DM, walk away. They'll go away. You don't play their game, they'll go away. You'll get rid of every bad DM out there if we set a standard that players should walk away from the games where there's bad DMs, like guys mistreating people, and they don't play them. Or whatever bad negative thing you think there is, if that guy's doing it, you don't play the game. If that guy can't get players, he'll leave. Others like him will leave. What will replace them? People with better standards. If you treat players good, they play your game.